The seasons are changing. Well, no different than camera gear, I guess. That keeps on changing every year. So the question is a 12-year-old camera still worth it? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Canon 1D X. Let's find out. All right, there's some really good potential for this. The cool thing about this camera is that, yeah, it's okay, it's ancient in technology terms, but it still had, it was still the flagship camera at the time, so even live view still works. As you can see here, I'm gonna use the live view to try to get a cool shot of this. I'm gonna line it up as best I can. So, I mean, we're all fortunate to be living in a time where the technology is progressing so rapidly that even something that is a couple of years old, the price has plummeted. And the irony is that the stuff is still very good. The 1DX is no exception. 18 megapixel. Okay, 18 megapixel in today's parlance is not very many. However, you have to recall that at the time it was still the flagship camera. And I've been using the 1DX since continuously, and I have to admit, it does a remarkably good job because ultimately the quality of the glass is what dictates how the image is going to look. Is it going to be pin sharp? Is it going to have the bokeh that you like? Whatever it is that you're looking for as a photographer, the glass is ultimately, I would say, the most important part. I'm always one to try to get the perspective that most people won't get. But standing in a salt body of water with a camera, very few I could trust. The 1DX is exactly that type of kit. I know what you're thinking. What about the lens? That's right. It's the risk you have to take. And in this case, 1635 2.8 Series 3 Canon. It's a beautiful lens, and it has some weather sealing. This is an event that happens every year at around this time, just before Thanksgiving. And if you want to see how I photographed it in the past, well, I did a behind the photo video precisely on that. Click it on the link above there. All right, so the question is it still worth this camera? Of course it is. Here we are where the 1DX is at its, at home, which is sports. At the time when this camera was released in 2012, that's why everybody wanted it. Why? Because it was a flagship camera that did 12 frames a second. And think about it, this camera at 6,500 back then, only the top guys are going to get it. If you looked at photos taken during that time period, sports related, most of them were shot with this before Sony came along and so on. So here we are, but I mean, it's still a dinosaur in technological terms. with the 18 megapixel compared to like the R6 Mark II, or actually one of my surprises, which is the R8, which pretty much has the same sensor, just not as, you know, rugged. But you want rugged? That's rugged. You can like literally hammer things with this. I would say if you're a sports photographer or you want to do that kind of thing and you're on a budget, go out and get one of these. You will not be disappointed. This camera probably has over 300,000 actuations, and there's absolutely flawless. It works flawless. I don't care. I mean, you just saw me using it in salt water and it got splashed all over the place. No problem. Again, 600, 700 bucks that you can pick one of these up. You can't go wrong as a secondary body. I'm not saying as a disposable body that you're going to use in extreme conditions, but it's always awesome that you know you have a piece of kit that no matter what you do with it, that you drop it on the ground, whatever, it's still going to run and it's still going to work as designed. So that's my take. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. That always helps. And I hope to bring some more of these quirky little videos of gears from the past. Are they still worth it? In this case, yes.